Hello, Leo. This is your reading. Okay. Leo, Leo, Leo. Okay. I'm just going to clear the energy really quick. Okay, so right away I'm getting like a wolf energy. So some of you, that may mean something to you. It's like a wolf. Be a wolf spirit animal. Which it's like, you know, the wolf has a pack, but the wolf also definitely goes out on their own, you know. So I feel like you've been going through a time where you have had to be out on your own. And nobody understands you at this time. I feel like there's going to be a new pack that's coming in, like new people that you can actually like relate to. But at the time being, look, you have the Seven of Swords. Who can you really trust? It's just like, you know, I feel like you just kind of gotta like nod along. And other people, it's just like you're growing too quickly, it feels like. And other people are not. And so it's like, what can you do? You know, you can't really hang out with the same, you know, crowd anymore. It's like showing me Ice Age. Ice Age might mean something to you, the movie. But it's like when Diego, the saber-toothed tiger, lion, he in the beginning is trying to take the baby away and take the mammoth, Manny. He's trying to trick these other two characters, right? So that his pack can, like, you know, eat the mammoth. They're trying to trick him. But then he ends up, you know, loving them, you know, because they're caring for this baby together. So there's these emotions here. And so, you know, he doesn't want to do that anymore. But, you know, of course, in movies, they always find out before what their plan was, you know. How could you? I was going to tell you. And he tried to tell him. It's always they try to tell him. And right when they're about to get it out, they just like cut him off. And I'm always like, why don't you bring up, remember that time I was trying to tell you this and you cut me off? And then, like, you know, there was an emergency that we all had to rush to, you know, but they never do that. Anyways, I feel like something like that is going on here with that Seven of Swords, and then the Queen of Cups came out. So it's like somebody may have tried to do something in a way, but then emotions, real emotions, came out. Empress. They really realize that you're the Empress that they're looking for, male or female. Here, could be, doesn't have to be, but there's something about something like that going on here. Okay, let's see. Okay, Two of Cups. It's talking about a partnership. It's talking about a partnership. Somebody had a group of friends, and it was like, you know, then they came over, and then they didn't follow through or something with a partnership. But they weren't really in alignment with this other pack of people, but they just didn't know how to say something else here. Okay. This is you also coming into alignment here. And I feel like you're realizing that there's not a lot of situations that you fit in with this newfound state of alignment. And there's a lot of things that you're wishing for with this, you know, these 2 4s here, and really wanting some justice here, really wanting this, you know, wish fulfillment of this Star card here. So there's something here that you really want to come together. It could be with Libra, it could be with an Aquarius, it doesn't have to. And it's like the communication just never comes in because the person is wounded in some type of a way. So it's just like not in balance, but Spirit wants you to know, bam. You want to know why, you want to know why, you want to know why. The universe gave you the old divine timing answer, which it's true, you know, divine timing is a thing. This is going to be resolved when it's supposed to. Relax. But it's hard to hear that as a Leo. I mean, that, yeah, King of Wands. You don't want to hear that. You want to take action. You want to fix this. And look at this Two of Swords. You're blocked. You're blocked from taking action at this time. And you just have to kind of tame this beast within with this Strength card. This is what the universe is forcing you to do. And focus your energy on your other passions. I just saw 555 on the clock. So there's some change coming in here for you. And some wish fulfillment coming in here for you. But Spirit is like, you need to be okay in this unknown time. And it's kind of like this energy of it's Leo season. I want to go. I want to go, 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 go. And Spirit is like, no, you can't. You can't. There is an ending to an old way of doing things. It could be an old partnership here, and you're gaining a lot of enlightenment about that with the Hanged Man. You have the Death card with the King of Queen of Pentacles that came out together. So this is an ending of a partnership that was pretty solid, pretty substantial, and this was like the way that things should be done. You know, there was a typical routine. There's not a lot of surprise here. There's no surprise here. Every day, you know, things work and it's clockwork and it's very practical. And she has her role. He has his role. You know, the people in the relationship, 2 males, 2 females, male and female, doesn't matter. People had a particular role, okay? And there is an ending to that because it was kind of like, you know, these vines have overtaken this King of Pentacles here. You know, so there was no movement in a circumstance. And I feel like you moved on from it. And Spirit is like, yeah, you did. For some of you, there may be a little more to let go of. You'll know if that's you or not, okay? And you'll do your thing with that. But it's not really coming up, so that's why it's like, so what? If there is a little more, whatever, you know, you can do it. But there's something about you coming into alignment, a level of alignment here. And it's almost like you're in seclusion. I feel like a lot of you could have been, you know, you could have seen shaman in a past life. You could have been a shaman or a mystic or a monk or a nun or something. But it's just giving me these whole, you know, Rafiki vibes. It's like you are secluded, you're isolated. And, you know, these people that, you know, these mystical, heightened spiritual people, you know, they go through times of seclusion. And even when they're not in seclusion, they live like on the outskirts of the city. You know what I mean? It's like Rafiki's tree was like, yeah, it's in the Pride Lands, but it's like off to its own little thing there. You know what I mean? Like he could go there and he knew when it was time to show up because, you know, a baby lion cub was born and he had to do his whole blessing thing. But he wasn't, you know, he was in his own little space, you know? So it's like, I feel like you're being put out. Spirit is putting you out for a reason because there's the connection that's when you're alone with nature like that, you know, like in Australia. Some of you may want to go to Australia. You've been thinking about Australia. You're in love with someone from Australia. But they go on a walkabout. These Aborigine people, it's like a part of their culture, really beautiful. I don't know a lot about it. What I do know about it is something like they go alone in nature. And they learn and they grow from that. Their connection to spirit, their connection to the divine. So beautiful is that, right? You know, we are this planet and we're so disconnected from it. So I feel like Spirit is forcing you to get connected. because you're doing it in such an advanced way that you don't realize, and Spirit wants to push you to get, look at that, a little more, and you're kind of like, oh my gosh, why is this taking so long? You know, like, I got it, I did the healing work, you know, I've meditated, you know, I have cut people out that didn't serve me, you know, I forgave this person, I took ownership of my mistakes, I found happiness right where I am. What the heck do you want from me? You know, and Spirit is like, oh, believe me, it's coming in all at once, and it's going to be really, really good. So this King of Pentacles person is very invasive. I feel like they might want to come back in and try to have something with you. Could be a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. You know, they're going to test the waters, it feels like, to see if you're available, if you're not available. For some of you, this could be, this person wants to come back in. They want to have a partnership with you, but it's like, did they really heal? Because look at this now. You know, they never really, it's going to be fine while they're pursuing you. And then there's going to be a tiny buffer of time, you know, where you're in that honeymoon phase, and it will be fine, right? And they'll be different. But it feels like it's going to go right back to the way that it was before, leaving you in this state of disappointment, and then pushing you into this, I got to come up with a new dream here. I got to come up with a new plan here. I got to manifest something out of this heartache here. It's going to leave you fighting on your own again, and just making this, I mean, it just keeps going. Making this decision to have to leave with the Seven of Pentacles. It's like, you know, this person, whenever something went wrong, they put it all on you, and it would have nothing to do with you. And they wanted you to be there for them in a way, but they were not there for you in that way. This person could have taken advantage of you in several different areas of your life, it feels like. Feels like a lot of betrayal. And it's like they're going around like this politician, shouting to the rooftops how they're not this, they didn't do this, they didn't do this, they didn't do that. And everybody's kind of like, you never said that you did those things. So it's like people see through this. You know, there's a lot of people, there's some people that don't see through it. And they kind of are giving you these dirty looks and stuff. But I feel like you have this thick enough skin to where, you know, in time they're going to see how you're shining, how you have made yourself, because you put your energy into yourself instead of putting energy into what they're doing is like trying to like put up this lie here, portray this lie. They're putting energy into that, and people can see. And the more time that has passed, the more people can see, you know. It's really giving me Lion King vibes, you know, the longer after Scar took over the Pride Lands, it's like, okay, like, the sky's gray every day, man. You're not doing a good job. You know, like, they knew that. So, no surprises there. I don't know how they didn't know he killed Mufasa. Really? You guys didn't know? Nobody thought to be like, Scar, where were you when this happened? You know, you were there and you saw this and you didn't, like, do anything. Why were you there? You know, like, nobody put that together. I don't know, but I feel like for you, people are putting it together. There's some people that are not putting it together. You have the Seven of... Oh, I gotta get this card. All right. You have the Seven of Wands here, okay? So, you know, you were fighting on your own. And this person accused you of not being there for them. And it's like, why would I be there for someone who wasn't there for me in the first place? But you were there for them. You were there for them above and beyond. Above and beyond. And then whenever you needed something, it was this huge problem. But it's like, I see you at times going down the rabbit hole like I just did about all this stuff. But you kind of catch yourself and you're like, you know what? I'm better off. Look at where I am now, and I love where I am now. And honestly, I decided to stay in that situation And I'm not going to do that anymore, you know? I should have been vibing at my highest self-worth. So I would have attracted a person who was at my highest self-worth. And that's not something to put myself down about or to feel bad about, but that's just something to say, this is something I can recognize it and I can change it because I'm all powerful, you know? So you're doing that at this time, but I feel like this person wants to come back in and they still want to kind of try to do their sales pitch to everybody about the wrong that you did while still trying to get you to come back in. Okay, you have the King of Swords and you have this Six of Swords. So you know, after you left, this person got some clarity here. And they're really, really hoping for a time when it would be good for them to try to come back in here. But I feel like, you know what it's going to be with this person. You already know what it's going to be with this person. And you want the wish fulfillment, but you don't need the wish fulfillment attached to a burden and attached to being left out in the cold. You know, it's kind of like they're trying to sell you something that they're trying to make you think that that's the only way that you can have that. And it's not. It's not. And, you know, you're kind of at this point now where you're like, you know, I'd rather be on my own than go back to someone who didn't see my worth, than go back to the version of myself that didn't see my own worth, right? I'm not doing that. You are done with that. You have judgment. So it's like you healed yourself here. Look at Temperance. You healed yourself here. You did that. Spirit wants you to know that the angels are on your side, okay? And they are blessing you. You knew that going forward, Spirit is going to bless you. And so you can go forth and you can trust. And, you know, you're not trying to wish this person, you know, any amounts of ill will or anything like that. You know, Spirit is going to handle that. God is going to handle that. That is not something that you need to do. Your energies are focused on light, are focused on love, are focused on joy, are focused on bliss, are focused on the beauty of this world and how grateful you are to be alive. Your energies are just completely somewhere else. Because when you focus your energy on what the wrong that someone did to you and how they need to get what's coming for them and, you know, how you didn't deserve it, right? You just pulling this back in again. You're pulling these circumstances closer to you. You're drawing to you more people that are going to do that same thing. And you know that now more than ever. I feel like you've learned this lesson quite a few times in this life. And that's not to say anything negative against you. It's just to say, in this life, you said, I'm going to learn this because, and you know, when these blessings come in, I am going to have so much to celebrate. I'm going to have so much to know about this journey, to like experience on this journey. I am never going to question my own true power, my own self-worth, my own ability to be or do or have anything, my own gratitude for the divine and for Spirit ever again. Ever again. Now you have the Chariot and Justice and the Four of Wands. So you have reasons to celebrate here. You have movement forward. You have a balancing out, and then you have a celebration here, a portal that you're going through that you're not going back. This is forward movement. This is forward movement. And look at all three of these cards having the yellow background here. The yellow background in the tarot means that this is an overwhelmingly positive occurrence here. Okay, so this is an immense balance that you're coming into. Look at the Ace of Swords. So some clarity as well, some sort of communication here. And I feel like for a lot of you, this is beginning of success with a business. With something that has been a disappointment and something that has been all over the place. You tried this, you tried that, you tried this, you tried that. You reassessed, you started over, you felt disappointed, you tried something else. You know, with the Knight of Wands, they are constantly moving. So if something doesn't work, the Knight of Wands is going to try something else. If something is disappointing, the Knight of Wands is going to try something else. So you kept doing this. You've been doing this for a long, long time. If you haven't been doing this and there are things that you are reassessing, if you feel pulled to reassess at this time, if you feel some things that you're disappointed about, Spirit is wanting you to do something different. And to not look back on the old mistakes, to use the resources that you have. You have enough resources at this time to do what it is that you need. The Queen of Pentacles, she has her resources. Okay, and with the rabbit in the corner here, this is saying that things can multiply very, very quickly. You know, and it's really popping into my head, especially when you believe this and you have this belief in this abundance. You know, you have to believe that what you're doing can generate a lot of money. If you don't believe that that can happen, then it's probably not going to happen. You know what I mean? You have to kind of go along with that. And it's like, you know, you hear of all these people that, like, it's showing me like somebody going to the dollar store and they buy paints from the dollar store and they buy canvas from the dollar store and then they paint with it and mix it with glue or some weird, mix it with soap or something, and they can sell it online for, you know, crazy amounts of money. Everybody wants this artwork and they just splatted it. And, you know, not that that's not art, but you know what I'm saying? It was very minimal. You know, they literally had $10 in their pocket and they, you know, multiplied it immensely just with what they had. So the Spirit wants you to not look back on things and look at what you don't have. Spirit wants you to look at what you do have and come up with a new way to move forward towards that. You're going to know what it is with this Ace of Wands. You're going to know because you're going to feel really excited about it. It's going to bring some sort of immense excitement about it. Yeah. Okay. For some of you also, this can be a person coming in. Could be Sagittarius, Cancer, Libra. Could be a Scorpio. Could be Aquarius. And we have Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. But really, you know, don't hold too tightly to the signs, right? Could be anyone that could be embodying that energy at that time. You have the Two of Wands. So someone's trying to assess here. Look at this. Should I, shouldn't I? Someone's trying to make a decision. Are you also trying to make a decision? Both of you could be trying to make this decision of, you know, but really this Two of Wands is someone assessing what's next in their life. So someone has decided that they want love in their life, and then they're trying to make this decision really about how to offer this cup of love here. How to offer this cup of love to you. Because, you know, they don't know what you got going on. This tells me they don't know. What is your day-to-day life? Are you just happy with your day-to-day life? Are you off here on this own little journey? Like, they are overthinking with the Eight of Swords, and then you have this King of Cups. So this person wants to come in and they want to give you an offer, but they're not sure where you're at. They're not sure what you would accept, what you wouldn't accept. You have the Seven of Swords here. They're afraid that they're, you know, they're afraid that, you know, can they trust in this new love? This is a person that, you know, you have the Page of Wands here. So they're worried that they cannot trust. You have the Emperor. They're worried that they cannot trust in love anymore. This is a person that has been, you know, they have definitely been hurt. I feel like they have given in this 3D reality, you know, not just given love or given, you know, emotional support. They have, you know, financially helped people within love, or, you know, with their physical materialized possessions. They have loaned them, given them to people, opened their door to people in love, and they have been severely hurt by that. So they're worried here, like, you know, emotionally, can they take this again? There is the unknown here. There is the unknown. This person has to learn how to trust themselves and to move forward here. You know, you have the Lovers. You have the Lovers. So Let's see more about this person. I want to do this one. See about this King of Cups person. Could be a Gemini, could be a Cancer, Pisces, could be another Leo. Doesn't have to be. Aries is here also. Transformation. Heart chakra. So this person is trying to heal. They're trying to heal at this time. Look at this power card. Look at how this looks like a Leo, a lion. This person wants to heal and they want to come towards you. Wow. Sacral chakra. Okay. You know, it's a confidence thing. Third eye chakra. Okay, some of you need to do a chakra healing. Maybe that's just a reminder for you to do that. And you know, the way that the energy works, you could even be helping them heal that as well. You know, because they're energetically connected to you. So when whoever this person is, for some of you, you know this person and they're energetically connected. For you, whenever you meet this person, you know. So when you clear out your own chakras, okay, when you go out into the world, you're vibing higher, right? And everyone that meets you, everyone that's around you, they have to be at that higher vibration as well. So you're kind of like able to energetically have an impact on this situation as well. You know, that's for some of you. Some of you may actually be healers, and these are things that you are able to do. So it's just a reminder to put it out there to do it. If you feel an impulse and a call to do it, then okay, go forward with it. And if you don't, then that's fine. You don't have to. You have triumph. This reminds me of the Six of Wands card. So it's like, you know, and then we have patience in the reverse. So I feel like it's not going to be too much longer with something coming forth with this person, because I feel like you've been waiting quite some time. You know, you have moved on from something a long, long time ago with this Six of Swords. And yes, this is the Golden Girls Tarot. Good old Dorothy. You know, moving on. But it's just like, there's something here, you know, because it says on the back on the island, it says Stan. I don't know if you can read it, but it says Stan. And, you know, if you watch the Golden Girls, you will know that her ex-husband's name was Stanley. And so she's moving on from that. But she talked about him a lot from my memory of the show. She talked about how much she hated him. They made little jokes about him and how he's, you know, whatever he is. And her, you know, the little Sophia, you know, she made jokes about him too. And it was kind of like, you know, she never really had anybody else. And Dorothy was kind of always not the happiest, you know? So it's like, that may be a reminder for some of you. There is a point where it's like, okay, this is over with. And I'm moving forward. And I feel like for a lot of you guys, you are. But maybe other people around you are, you know, making little jokes about your past person or something like that. And it's like, you can tell them, no, we're not, you know, I've moved on. So no need to like bring it up, because it's like when you do, you just put another log on the fire, you know, keeping that alive. And, you know, you have the Death card here. So it's like moving away from that now, you know, which is just shifting your energy towards something else. Ace of Swords. Okay, communication coming in. For a lot of you, you know, this person, they've been single for quite some time, maybe single since last Halloween. You could have been single since last Halloween. With this Death card, you know, it looks like she's got all dressed up and everything. This could be dealing with a Scorpio, doesn't have to be. Yeah, you have the King of Swords. This could be a Libra. But it's definitely a person that wants to come in and wants to tell you how they feel. It's not really their personality to wait this long to move forward. I think, they really want this victory. This is the Six of Wands card. So this is something that they really, really want here. And they see this as the end all, be all. So you don't want to, you want to be sure. You don't want to rush this kind of a connection. For most of you, I feel like you already know who this person is. And for some of you, you've been thinking about, do I need to just like move on from this person because I feel like they're never ever going to come in here. But you have the Page of Swords here, so they're wanting to. They're trying to find out more information about you, and we're going to find out like what exactly it is that they're going to do. You have the Lovers here at the bottom of the deck, so they have a choice to make. We have the Nine of Pentacles in reverse and then the Two of Cups. So they're choosing what? Not to remain single. Okay. They are choosing to want this connection, to want to move forward with this connection. Okay. Here's the Five of Swords here. I feel like this person, they're done with the past person. You're done with the past person. And that is something where, they've done the work of looking back and realizing, okay, I shouldn't have done this. Okay, I shouldn't have done that. You know what I mean? They're a person who will own to their own mistakes and who tries to make something better. They really try to make something better. And during this time, it's like, I feel like you're just, there's disappointment here. But, all this time is not for nothing. It's not for nothing because there's something that you're working on that you're supposed to be working on. That other people could help you working on it. There could be a way that you make something more official during this time that has come to mind. There could be a way that you're moving into a different direction in what you are doing, and you're not telling anybody about this at this time, and you may be looking up the legal ways that you can do particular things. There's something that you're crafting here, creating. There's something that you are, you're changing the direction, but you're making it more official. And then here's this King of Cups again. King of Cups keeps coming out. And then you have the Nine of Pentacles again, just like we just had. And then you have this Temperance and the Ace of Swords. So it's like, yeah, they're single, they're healing, and then they're coming in for communication. They're Empress. They're seeing you as the Empress. They really see you as the Empress at this time. Wow. It may be a couple of people. Some people are blocked. Some people are, past people are trying to come back in. New people are trying to come back in. You're just manifesting a bunch of different things at this time. Spirit wants you to have faith in that. Because, now is the time for you, for a new opportunity for you to move forward. And I feel like you know that. And that's why you're wanting this to happen faster than what it is. But it's like you're like ready to go. And Spirit's like, you need to wait. And you're like, I don't want to wait. But, okay. Let's see any advice from the universe here. Queen of Swords, Seven of Cups, and the Four of Swords. You're dreaming for something to come in. Spirit wants you to manifest from a place of emotional clarity. The Four of Swords and the Seven of Cups, is really, you know, the Seven of Cups is about all these different daydreams that you could have. The Four of Swords is you picked one and now you're asking, you know. And this Queen of Swords, you know, she's ready to judge something that's coming in. So it's kind of like, what energy do you want to manifest from? You know, something happens that you don't want, okay, that makes you realize what you do want. So once you have picked what it is you do want and you ask for it, then you have to line up for it and you have to allow, right? And then it comes in. That's the Ten of Pentacles. I mean, come on. You have the Sun here. You have the Knight of Cups. It's never ending. So this, you know, love is here for you. Abundance is here for you. Stability is here for you. Bliss and happiness is here for you. Really, anything you want to manifest is here for you. Now is your time. Just maintain this emotional clarity, you know. The Queen of Swords, her head is above these clouds on her cloak, and she has the sword. Sword, you know, represent the mind. So her mind is clear, her emotions are clear. So she is thinking about things that bring her joy, bring her bliss. And then she's just allowing the universe with this Empress card to bring them to her, okay? So male or female, that is what Spirit is wanting you to do at this time. Your manifestation abilities are out of control. And you're going to have like a wild, amazing manifestation story to tell people. And it's like people are going to see the proof and people are going to ask you, how are you doing this? What are you know, what is it about you? How can you make these things happen? And, you know, you're going to be able to just tell your story of how you just decided that you're worthy of your dreams and how you just decided to believe in yourself and to love yourself and to let everybody else off the hook and to trust in Spirit. And it all worked out. So, okay, let's get a try. Okay. Oh, a koala bear. Australia. I told you Australia. You may be someone from Australia. You may go to Australia. If you want to go to Australia, go. You need to go. Something about Australia, you guys. Whoa. Also, koala bears are very cuddly. They just cuddle and cuddle and cuddle, right? So your person could be a cuddler. So, you know, there you go with that. Also, koala bears are, you know, slow moving like sloths. So this person is going to take a little time and observe, make sure that it's safe to slowly move forward, but that doesn't mean that they don't really want it. And, you know, if you are patient and the koala bear comes over to you and gives you a hug, is that not worth it, right? It's so worth it. So there you go. And then we have the dragonfly, which dragonflies represent emotional maturity, emotional intelligence, social and emotional intelligence, maturity, and, you know, they represent the kind of transformation that takes place with something like that. So I feel like you and your person are definitely going through that. You may see dragonflies, and that is just another reminder to you that you are on your path. Okay, so thanks you guys so much, and I hope I see you next time.